Welcome to my way of playing Anti-Mage. For many years, Battlefury has been seen as the item to rush on Anti-Mage. The idea is that once you get it, you can flash farm your lane and jungle, and about 30 minutes into the game you will be extremely farmed. I don't think this way of playing Anti-Mage is necessarily bad, but it does require a lot of support and space in the beginning. This is something you cannot rely upon in public games. I will here suggest an alternative way of playing Anti-Mage, one which I have had great success with. In my way of playing him, I skip Battlefury entirely and instead get Urn and other early game items, which allow him to fight. Manta Style will be my first major item, since the illusions benefit a lot from Anti-Mage mana break. Most people look at Anti-Mage and see him as a hero which should only try to fight after he has farmed, but his spells can actually be quite good for early fights, as long as you don't try to rush Battlefury, an item that gives him no extra HP. His mana break is great for draining mana, and it causes AM to hit very hard early, since 60% of the mana burned is dealt in damage. His blink allows him to chase effectively, and allows him to pick and choose his fight, always having the option to blink away. And just one level in spell shield brings his magic resistance to 45%. He's a very low HP hero, so boosting his health really allows him to fight much more effectively early on. I start with a stout shield, 8 tangus and 1 salve, and head to the safe lane. I bring so much regen because I can expect to get harassed a lot early on. I then get poor man's shield, then boots, a magic stick, then I get Urn. After Urn I get threads and magic wand. Then I try get Manta Style, getting my Yasha first. After Manta I will usually get Basher, and then either BKB or Heart depending on the enemy lineup. So why Urn on Anti-Mage? I already suggested Urn for another agility carry, namely Spectre. It's good on Spectre because of his ultimate haunt, allowing him very easily to get a kill anywhere on the map, and thus getting easy charges. It also boosts his HP, which he needs early on. Urn is good on Anti-Mage for different reasons than on Spectre, though they have in common that they both benefit a lot from the plus 6 strength. While it is harder for Anti-Mage to get charges, it still isn't that difficult, since he has great mobility and some killing potential with mana break and ultimate. And when he gets the charges, Urn is arguably better on Anti-Mage than on Spectre. The reason for this is that Blink allows Anti-Mage to disengage from a fight when he's low. Then you can just Urn yourself and heal up within blinking distance of your enemy. When you have gotten more health and your blink is now off cooldown again, you can blink back in and finish them off. In this way you earn new Urn charges. After I get my Urn, I'll also buy a TP and be ready to help out my team. Another reason I don't like Battlefury on Anti-Mage is that it is simply a boring way to play him. You just farm for the first 30 minutes and then hope you are stronger than your opponents, and that your allies haven't been completely owned, having most likely to play 4 against 5. Especially against Faceless Void or Phantom Assassin, I don't just want to trade farm, because later those heroes can really shut down Anti-Mage. With an early fighter Anti-Mage build, I have way more influence on the game, and I prefer this aggressive style way more than just AFK farming. At level 1 I will wait a bit taking my first skill. I would prefer getting mana break, but they might try to gank me and then I can just skill blink. But if I know I'm against a solo offlaner, I take mana break level 1. Afterwards I get blink level 2, then either mana break again at level 3 or get 1 point in spell shield. I almost always max mana break and then max blink, with just 1 point in spell shield taken at level 3 or level 4. If they have primarily magical damage, you might consider leveling up spell shield before leveling blink. I will always get ulti at level 6, but I might not always upgrade it at level 11. It depends on whether or not they have high mana pool heroes like Storm or Lina. The ultimate costs a lot more mana when you upgrade it, so sometimes I prefer waiting before leveling it. An objection to this way of playing Anti-Mage might go something like this. But slahser, how can you farm without Battlefury? Well, first of all I can take more risk when farming, since I'm way harder to kill with threads and Urn and magic stick than if I just had bound boots and a perseverance, rushing the Battlefury. Secondly, since I'm actually ganking and participating in teamfights, I will also get gold from kills and assists. If you play Anti-Mage correctly, it should be very hard for them to kill you in early engagements. In a game where I went this build, I have managed to get all my early game items and finish Manta Style by the 18-minute mark, having 100 CS and 4 kills, 0 deaths and 4 assist score. That means I have been able to help my team keeping the enemy carry down and still farm. So now try out this way of playing Anti-Mage that resembles the old school way of playing the hero, before the dominance of Battlefury overshadowed everything else. Follow my Twitch channel, slahser dota, to see how I try to make various heroes work at the highest skill level. The link to my Twitch channel is in the video description.